Hello, I'm Mrs. Kaplowitz, and in this video I will be discussing protein. I will talk about the structure of protein, the amino acids, and the many functions of protein in our body. I will talk about the foods that provide us with protein, and lastly, I will discuss the vegetarian diet. Let's get started with the structure of proteins. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. The amino acids have an acid group, an amine group, which contains the nitrogen, and the side chain, which gives the amino acid its distinction. As you can see in this illustration, each amino acid has a side chain that is structured differently. When a chain of amino acids are linked to each other with a peptide bond, this chain does not remain straight. Rather, it coils and folds to become globular in shape, as seen in this figure. The body takes amino acids from the foods that we eat and breaks down the chain, as seen here in this illustration. The various organs of the digestive tract help to make this process happen. Once the single amino acids are absorbed, the body will then put them in a specific sequence, and this sequence will determine the nature of the protein. I like to think of amino acids as letters of the alphabet. For example, to spell the word cat, you need the letters C, A, and T. There are no other letters to correctly spell it. Just like the words and the alphabet, amino acids need to be assembled in the correct order. Otherwise, the protein will not form correctly. This is an error in one's DNA, and an example is sickle cell disease. As seen here in this figure, the amino acid valine displaces the amino acid glutamic acid at one site in the protein strand, causing the red blood cell to change shape and lose function. In these next two slides, you will see numerous roles of protein in our body. It is most certainly a valuable and necessary nutrient, and as you can see, there are many important functions. Once all of the vital roles are performed, then any excess protein can be used for energy. The amine group, which contains the nitrogen, is stripped off and it is excreted in the urine. And the remaining atoms are used to make glucose for energy or fat for storage. Amino acids can be oversupplied, and because there is no storage form of protein, it can be used to make glucose for immediate energy needs, or stored as glycogen, or converted into fat for storage. And the wasting of amino acids can occur when there is too much protein being supplied by the diet, or if there is an imbalance, not enough fat or carbohydrates. When the amino acid is wasted, it is being used to meet energy needs and not available to perform all of their important roles. So, how much does the average person need of protein? It depends on the body weight and level of athleticism. For the average person, it is 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Here's my example of a 150-pound individual. First, you divide the weight by 2.2 to get kilograms, and then multiply by 0.8 and you get the amount of protein per day. And protein should come from whole foods, not from supplements. Getting enough protein, even for a vegetarian, is not difficult. As seen here on this slide, this vegetarian meal offers 42 grams of protein. Getting to the right amount is not difficult, as protein is found in many foods, not just in meat. And with the vegetarian, while the non-meat foods do not contain all of the essential amino acids, they do complement each other when you combine a grain and a legume. For example, beans and rice, a bean burrito, or a peanut butter sandwich. Getting too much protein from animal-based foods can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease because of the saturated fats. It is important to get protein from a variety of foods. Protein sources could include vegetables, grains, nuts and seeds, legumes, and there's even a little bit in fruits. That's all for this chapter. I wish you all good health. Bye-bye.